All right, Shalom. It's the brother Quanah. Again, back with another lesson. I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakradash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all the brothers in this truth. And today's title is going to be The Lord Controls Both Sides. The Lord controls both good and evil. He controls both good and evil. And I want to do a lesson on this because people get it confused of, what the word Almighty really means, right? The Lord is the Almighty, right? So nothing goes on without His approval, no matter what it is, good or evil, and you got to understand that, and that's really a message to, these so-called Christians who thinks that God is all love, when in the scriptures it tell you that He love and He hate, you know what I mean? And He created good and evil, it tells you that in the Bible. But these churches don't go into all of this. They only stick with, they only stay around certain scriptures, you know what I mean? They don't really get into nothing else other than what, what's done drew their congregation to their church, you know what I mean? And because they want to keep them, you know what I mean? Because they pass the plate around and people pay their tithes, but that's neither here or there. But so yeah, the Lord controls both good and evil. And I want to get right into it, and I'm gonna start in the book of Psalms 103 verse 19. And it says, the Lord hath prepared His throne in the heavens, and His kingdom ruleth over all. Right? So it says the Lord hath prepared His throne in the heavens, which is the skies, and His kingdom ruleth over all. Right? So there's none higher. Verse 20, bless the Lord, ye His angels that excel in strength, that do His commandments, hearkening unto the voice of His word. Right? So bless ye the angels, right, which He created, which do His commandments, right, that He command them to do, whatever it is that He command them to do, right? Because there's good and there's bad, and there's good angels and there's evil angels, which the Lord created, and it says again, bless the Lord, ye His angels that excel in strength, that do His commandments, hearkening unto the voice of His word. So whatever He wants them to do, they do it. None rebel against Him, right? So from there I'm gonna go back, stay in Psalms, but I'm gonna go to chapter 78, verse 49, right? And it says, He cast upon them the fierceness of His anger, wrath and indignation and trouble, by sending evil angels among them. Right? So He sends evil angels. So that lets you know that the Lord is in control of all evil things that goes on the earth. And if there is something evil that occur, it has to get the Lord's approval first, right? So that's why it said, He cast upon them the fierceness of His anger, wrath and indignation and trouble, by sending evil angels among them. Right? So the Lord is sending evil angels to do evil deeds, which is what they was created for. Right? Okay, that was it on that one. I'm gonna jump to the book of John. The book of John chapter 8. The book of John chapter 8 and verse 44. Right? Book of John chapter 8 verse 44, and it says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. And that's just going into, the Satan, pretty much. It's going into Satan. And when it says you are of your father, it's talking about the people that's that's living in pure wickedness. Everything that they do is pretty much wickedness, and the reason why is because they got the spirit of Satan on them, which the Lord controls, and he's making Satan, like, that's Satan's job. Satan's job is to come down, and it's certain people, because the Lord not coming back this time. He's not coming back to save all. He's coming back to save 1/3. He's coming back to save the 1/3, which is the elect, and the other 2/3 is going to be destroyed. Now, that 2/3 is the people that's doing the lust of their father, which is Satan, who was created to do evilness. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Right? So Satan is playing in his lot. You know what I mean? He didn't, like, because people like to say that, Satan was a good angel at first, and he was up there with the Lord. He was sitting side by side with the Lord. Then he rebelled against the Lord, and then he took 2/3 of the angels, and then they got kicked out. No, that's not how that happened. No angel rebels against the Lord. They do what they was created to do. All of them got a sole purpose. There's good angels and there's bad angels. There's the ones that sit on the right hand side, which is the righteous side, and there's the ones that sit on the left hand side, which is the wicked side, which is mainly Satan, right? And just to prove to you that Satan was created, because Satan and the Lord actually has a relationship, and this proves it, right? That Satan was actually created by the Lord, and he's doing what the Lord wants him to do, right? He gets approval from the Lord, right? Because the Lord created good and evil. So I'm gonna go into the book of Job, right? And I'm gonna go to the first chapter. The book of Job, the first chapter, starting at verse 6, it says, "Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord." Right now, the sons of the Most High, the nation of Israel, right, is the sons of the Most High, but also the sons of the Most High is his angels too. You know what I mean? And so, again, at the top it says, "Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord," meaning his angels. They all gathered up together and they came and presented themselves in front of the Lord, right? "And Satan came also with them." Now, why would Satan be there why would Satan be amongst all the rest of the angels if he wasn't supposed to be? You know what I mean? And at the beginning, it says, "Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord." So Satan is actually one of the Lord's sons. You know what I'm saying? But he's created to do a certain thing, right? It says, "And Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou?" Meaning, like, where you just come from, Satan. Where you was just at, right? "And then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it." So he just told the Lord right now. Now, he is actually face to face with the Lord right now, and they having a conversation. The Lord just asking him, where you just come from? And he telling him from going to and fro from the earth, causing all types of confusion, what I'm saying, putting evil spirits on people, what I'm saying, causing a lot of death, what I'm saying, a lot of evil things is going on, right? And verse 8, "And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and escheweth evil." Verse 9, "Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear the Most High for naught? Hast not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side?" So he pretty much saying, like, the reason why Satan is telling the Lord the reason why Job is, you consider Job to be perfect, is because he got no reason to rebel against you. You gave him everything he wanted. You taking good care of him. You know what I'm saying? He wealthy. right? And it says, thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. Put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. So Satan like, okay, yeah, you saying this and you saying that about him, how good he is, but I guarantee you, if you take all that you gave him away from him, if you take it all from him, I guarantee you he will curse you in your face. He'll start rebelling against you, right? And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord, right? So he was seeking approval. Excuse me. So right there, I read that to get you to understand that Satan was seeking approval to do an evil deed towards Job. So that lets you know who's in authority, who controls what. The Lord is over it all. He controls good and he controls evil, right? And I got one more. I got one more, and it's in Chronicles. It's in 2 Chronicles, matter of fact. 2 Chronicles chapter 18, verse 18. And it says, and he said, therefore, hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the host of heaven standing on his right and on his left. So he saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, right, in heaven, you know what I'm saying? And all the host of heaven, which means all the angels of heaven, you know, sitting on his right. So the right hand side, which is the righteous side, and the left hand side, which is the wicked side, right? But they all is in group sitting in front of the Lord, right? Verse 19. And the Lord said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead, right? So Ahab was a king of Israel who the Lord put in power to rule over Israel, but he started to rebel. He started to go off, you know what I mean? So now the Lord is trying to come up with a plan to dethrone him, to take him off, right? To take him off the throne. But he want him, just listen. And one spoke, saying, after this manner, and another saying, after this manner. So all of the angels, right, they all is around the Lord, and the Lord trying to come up with a plan to get rid of this king, this wicked king. So, and now all the angels are throwing ideas, right? That's why it said, and one spake, saying, after this manner, and another saying, after that manner. So they all, so this angel saying, oh, well, we could do this, and this angel saying, well, we could do that, right? Verse 20. Then there came out a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will entice him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? Meaning, okay, how you going to entice him? What you going to do? And verse 21. And he said, I will go out and be a lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Lord said, thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail. Go out and do even so. So he just approved of this angel to go out and put lies in his prophet's mouth, right, to convince him that they was going to win in that battle, that they was going to win in that war that was finna take place, but they wasn't going to win. But the Lord let that angel put that evil spirit, right, into his prophet's mouth, which was lion. Everybody know lion is an evil spirit, you know what I'm saying? And so that proves to you right there that the Lord controls it all. You know what I'm saying? I just gave you a few different things of the Lord. You know, we all know him to be good. Yeah, we know that. But a lot of them don't think that he's evil too. He can be evil as well. You know, that's why we say he's a righteous power, because that's that balance. You know, good and evil, that's that balance. He created it all, and he created it all for a purpose. And so that was the end of that. Hopefully it was an edifying video. I'd like to end it off by giving our praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakradas. Shalom.